Everyone, welcome back to our another podcast episode. And in today's episode, we'll talk about some new words and I will tell you some grammar rules so that will help you guys. So, today I want to ask you something. Have you ever gone home after a long conversation and suddenly become fluent? No, seriously. While talking, your brain says error, error, English not found. But the moment you reach home, your brain becomes Shakespeare. Yeah, and your brain said, oh, I should have said this, or maybe I should have answered that. So, why didn't I say that? Please, guys, tell me I'm not the only one. Yeah, I will tell you. For the longest time, I thought I wasn't speaking English because my vocabulary wasn't good enough. So I kept collecting new words, new grammar rules, new expressions, thinking, thinking. Maybe one more chapter, maybe one more vocabulary list. Maybe then I'll become confident. But something interesting happened. The more I learned, the more I realized I wasn't staying silent because I don't know English. I was staying silent because I was afraid of making mistakes, guys. And that's when I met my biggest enemy. Yes, it's not grammar, not vocabulary, it's my own critic. You know that? You know that little voice in your head. Don't say it. You'll sound funny, people will judge you, just stay quiet. And honestly, guys, that critic was much louder than anyone around me. But here's the funny thing, nobody around me was judging my English as much as I was. Yeah. And one day I noticed something whenever someone else made a small grammar mistake. I didn't think, wow, their English is terrible. I simply continued the conversation. So, why was I expecting everyone to judge me? Why? You know, our brain loves creating stories, guys. Yes, and sometimes stories that aren't even true. Yes, for weeks, I was brood over every small mistakes. Oh, that was our today's first episode word. Brood means to think about something negative again and again. For examples, she brooded over one small mistake all day, and another one is don't brood over things you can't change. Yes, guys, and that was me. One tiny mistake, and I'd replay it in my mind for hours. Hours. And meanwhile, everyone else had already forgotten it. Yeah. So then one day, I heard a quote, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. At first, I didn't understand it, but later, it made perfect sense. Yeah, guys. When I saw someone speaking fluent English, I thought they must have never struggled, they must have always been confident, but that's not true. We only see the final result. We don't see the years of awkward conversation, forgotten words, and embarrassing moments. Maybe they struggled too. We just weren't there to see it, guys. Yes. And that thought changed something inside me. Yes, I stopped chasing perfect English. I started speaking with conviction. Oh, conviction. It's our next beautiful word. Conviction means believing in what you are saying, not speaking loudly, speaking with belief. Even if your sentence isn't perfect, imagine these two sentences. I am, maybe, I think, and I like reading. And I like reading. Same grammar and different conviction. So people don't connect with perfect English, they connect with confidence, guys. And honestly, confidence doesn't appear one morning, it grows. One conversation at a time, one mistake at a time, and one smile at a time. So, by the way, Did you notice something? I said people don't connect with perfect English. Not people doesn't connect. Why? You know, because people is plural. So we use don't, not doesn't. See, grammar becomes much easier when we notice it inside real conversation. So now, let me ask you something. Imagine, just imagine, your best friend is learning English and they make a mistake. So, would you laugh at them? Probably not. You'd encourage them. So, here's my question. Why don't we treat ourselves the same way? Why are we kinder to others than we are to ourselves? So today, I want you to do one thing, not 10 things, just one. Speak one sentence in English to yourself and to your friend and to your phone call. And I don't care, just don't let your inner critic win today, guys. Because every fluent speaker you admire once spoke broken English too, guys. Yes. So before we end, just take a word tour. So first word is brood, meaning to think about something negative for a long time. For example, I brooded over my interview, mistake, all evening. And another example is don't brood over one bad conversation. So our next phrase is the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's me. Other people's lives often look better than they really are. For example, don't compare your English with others. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. And the next example is every career has challenge. The grass isn't always greener elsewhere. So the next word is conviction. It's mean a strong belief or confidence in what you say. For example, see, she spoke with conviction during the presentation. Another example, his conviction inspired the whole team. And the last word is critic. Critic means someone who judges or point out mistake. Sometimes it's your inner voice. For example, my biggest critic is myself. And another one is ignore every critic who doesn't help you grow. Yes, guys. And before we finish, I want to know something. When you are about to speak English, what stops you the most? Fear of grammar, fear of judgment, or forgetting words? So, write just grammar, judgment, or vocabulary in the comments, and I'll read every comment. And in the next episode, we are going to talk about something almost every learner struggles with: how to stop translating and start responding naturally in English. So, see you in the next episode, guys. Stay tuned with me.